You are not you. You're me. No shit.
Hightailed it out of there.
Are you crazy? Don't go between them! Go between them! Are you crazy?
Welcome to my home.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh, man. Got another busy day today. So, good morning, everybody. I think you can hear me. Looks like, I don't know, it's a different setup today. Hold on. Let's see, can I stop this? Let's see. Yeah, this whole setup is just different today. There we go. Won't let me take it. I don't know. This new program's weird. But let's double check that we're here. So yeah, good morning, everybody. We have let's see. Let's say hello to the chat. Morning, Video Pro. Morning, brother. Well, I hope you have your coffee this morning. We have some stuff to get into, but I gotta remember. I gotta send you some pictures. So I got the vintage stereo, rocking and rolling. I didn't replace a lot of stuff because I needed to. I got it working. That was the thing. I took it apart. I got it working. They did something to it. The movers, when they moved, they must have pulled the knob off and then put it back on wrong. So it looked like lights were out. So when I fixed that, it was all good. And so the lights are actually the 50-year-old lights that are still in it work fine. So I still have the replacement lights, but I have to get some heat shrink tubing, and it was a big pain in the butt. And I didn't have this, like, I need this microscopic Allen wrench so I can get the tuning knob off, so then I can pull the face off so I can replace all the lights. So I didn't do that, but I did take it apart. So we got that. And yeah, so I'll send you some pictures. So I cleaned it up inside. I got to do that. I still got to get some restorer compound for the outside box, but we're going to get into that. But good morning, everybody. Today we have some things. Obviously, the whole goal for today, or what we're talking about today, is the 80s classics. First time on Blu-ray and 4K stuff that's coming out. We're going to talk about that. I have a pile of movies here that I'm going to be diving into this weekend, and I encourage you, because in the past people have asked if I would start a Discord or something, but now YouTube lets you do that. So the community tab is open to you guys, and just treat it like an open Discord. You're going to carry on conversation all week long, post the stuff you're watching. You don't have to just do it on Saturdays. But I like to see what you guys are watching too, because I'm going to show off what I'm going to be watching. And yeah, just if you were into, if you were into that Discord server type stuff, it's the same thing over here on YouTube now. And just go to the community tab, and I get to see it. So that's great. We got that, talking about that. I actually doing a boring errand today. Like, we're going grocery shopping and going out, and so I'm still gonna try to hit up some movies. So I'm gonna do that. I haven't gone, other than looking for this used store in the Vinegar Syndrome store. I haven't gone very many places, but I think we're just gonna end up going to Walmart and seeing what they have. But that's pretty much my day. But before we get started into that, we're gonna talk about that in a second. But I recently picked up a bunch of movies from Indicator. Well, we lost one. So I'm going to be diving into some of those. So I have 3 Indicator movies I'm going to be diving into. We talked about them before, so I'm looking forward to it. But this one here, with Jack Palance, Burgess Meredith, and Beverly Adams, Peter Cushing, I don't think you can go wrong. And then another Peter Cushing film. So knocking out these 2 this weekend on the one that fell. I don't remember what it is now. But then I found a VHS tape that I don't think I've seen this movie, and I don't know how I haven't seen it. So I'm going to be watching that because I've been enjoying the video rental store series that I've been doing. And is just finding older tapes and stuff that lived in the video rental store. So anything, like it could be Laserdisc, VHS, DVD. I don't know, I never rented any Blu-rays from the video rental store, but right at the beginning of Blu-ray is about the time that they all started closing down anyway. But I found this one, Unlawful Entry. So, man, hold on. The camera's up here. I'm still used to looking at the computer. So the camera's up here, and Kurt Russell, Ray Liotta, Madeline Stowe. And so I'm looking forward to that one because it'll be a first-time watch for me. Got that. And then I got a lot of this Asian cinema. I had three titles, so it's not like a crazy amount. But I have some Asian cinema that came in. And I got this one actually last month, but it sat in the pile and I haven't been able to watch it yet. So I'm going to be watching a lot of the Asian cinema stuff this weekend. So this one here is Play It Cool. I love it. And the interior artwork is a little bit risque. Like her fingers are pretty much the only thing covering her chest. But it's pink. I like pink. And I was like, I'm wearing the pink shirt anyway, but it wasn't the intention. So I'm going to be watching that this weekend. Let's see. And then diving into The Girl Who Leapt Through Time from Cult Epic. So I finally picked that up, and it's going to be watched this weekend. So I'm looking forward to it. And the thing is, I really dig the cover. I think the cover is a little bit more intriguing than what we got here. So I don't know if that's the original cover, because there's another cover when you flip this over, and there's a movie poster and stuff. But when you flip this over, it has this. And again, like, I'm not so sure I would have rented that, or I would have tried to check it out. That cover there was intriguing enough for me to read the premise. So I'm glad they included it, obviously, but it is one of those things where I'm like, I don't know if I would have rented it when I was a kid. But looking forward to that one. And then this one, Blue Corners made fun of me for this one, but I had to have it. And he's right. He's not wrong. If it says nymph in the title, it's for me. And this one is Picture of a Nymph. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Another 88 films released there. So it's a nice big chunky box set. And it has not some spot glossing. It's like the whole thing's a matte finish except for the writing. The writing has a little bit of a spot gloss. Not too much. So it's a very tiny bit. Like I have to get it in the right light for you to see the spot gloss, but it's there. And all the writing. But this one comes with a book and the art. So there's the regular disc. So yeah, diving into all of that this weekend, and we're going to see how that goes, because every time I try to watch these foreign films with subtitles, it doesn't really go well. But I'm going to try. But good morning, everyone. Let's dive into the chat. And good morning, Andy Morgan. Good morning, brother. All right, so before I get more sidetracked, the end of today, so this is my birthday month. I'm not telling you when my birthday is, but it's my birthday month. And so I'm giving away a premium hoodie today, a new design. We're going to talk about that, and a shirt. New design for the shirt. I actually designed it last year, and I held off on it because I have a friend an artist friend in California, and he was talking to me about this when I first started doing the merch and doing it, and he was giving me all these ideas, and I was like, it's kind of cool. I kind of like it, but I was like, I don't think I want it. But now I want the shirt. So I made it, and I ordered one for myself. We're going to give one away today, and we're going to give away a mug. This one, or if you already have this one, maybe another one, maybe the new one. We'll do that. So we're giving away 3 things today because it's my birthday month, and I want to give away the premium hoodie. I think that's fun. So if you won something already this year, the premium hoodie, everybody's in for because it's my birthday. But the rest of the stuff will just go to normal. So if you already won a shirt or a mug this year, we're just not going to do that. But good morning. Let's see. What's up? What's up, Cowbunga dude? What's up, brother? And let's see. Andy says, I'm just heading home from work and excited for the show. Catch the whole thing this weekend. Nice. Well, I'm glad it worked out then. And good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jesse James. Good morning, brother. Let me get you in the everyone. Right early with that. That's nice.
Bring me everyone. What do you mean everyone?
Everyone!
Ah, yes, everyone. Yep, we hear. Okay, all right. Good morning. Good morning, Blue Corner. Good morning, brother. Let's see, Ghostface Studio Productions. Dude, I'm loving your channel. I subbed a couple weeks back after it was recommended and after watching another buddy's channel on physical media. Nice. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Let's see. And coffee in hand, 80s lava lamp rolling. Let's talk Kino. Yeah, we got some Kino stuff to talk about for sure. For sure. And loving the video store series today, watching William Friedkin's Rampage. Nice, that's a deep cut right there. Blind Buy and looking forward to it. Yeah, I mean, I was like, I really don't think you can go wrong with anything William Friedkin, but yeah, Rampage. Now I need to add that. So thank you. Now I need to add that to the list for sure. But yeah, that's been a while. Let's see, what do we got? And I'm glad you're loving that series. Like, it seems like not everyone's loving that series. Like, but the people that do watch it, I get a lot of positive feedback. But it's one of those, like, if I put it out, YouTube's like, people don't like this. Keep making the other stuff. And I'm like, but I like doing this. So I'm going to keep doing it for sure. Because, I mean, that's and I don't even have to talk, like, because like I said, I don't have these, like, crazy wild stories of people coming to the store. Like, it's not like a, you know, working midnights at a gas station where you're going to get wild stories, which I've done. But, you know, working at a video rental store on the weekends, it was pretty much like people come in. Sometimes you overhear their conversation. They rent some stuff. They leave. You know, a lot of times they ask stuff. Like, so there's like stuff like that. So I have a lot more like, you know, things that I rented. So I'm going to continue the series, but it's, you know, I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Like things I rented and things I remembered, but like that. So yeah, diving into it, we have 80s stuff to talk about because these movies here get watched more than anything in my house. And I don't have the other one because I have Private Benjamin on VHS. So these new movies that got announced, all day one pickups for me. We got Harry and the Hendersons, probably gets watched. Oh, I don't want to keep looking at here. I got to look at the camera. All right. So Harry and the Hendersons gets watched probably at least a couple times a year. Easy. And definitely spring, summertime, easy watches. So there's that one. He's getting a 4K. I'm super stoked. And Great Outdoors, Dan Aykroyd, probably this movie gets watched more than any other movie in the house, like period. Like this is on all the time, all year round. Even though it's a summertime movie, it is on all year round. So those are both going to be day one pickups. Loving that. Super excited. And yeah, we're going to dive in. But let's dive into the first stuff here. Let's see. And I still need, all right, so I added a bunch of stuff to my wish list because very soon I'm going to be knocking out some of that wish list stuff because I need a new computer and I want to get this spinner rack for the corner to get a lot of the DVDs and stuff squared away. So I've done that, but I did get this new camera. So I am kind of like I'm not used to looking at directly at the camera. I'm just used to looking at the computer. And so I think the camera looks a little better. I have to adjust the lighting still. But I am working on getting a new computer, so I will be getting that soon. I just haven't decided whether I'm going to get a laptop or everyone keeps telling me to get the Mac Mini because it's supposed to be really good for what I do. And but then I have to buy a monitor, and you know you got to buy all the stuff for it. So then it starts adding up that cheaper price. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. So I'm working on that stuff. But so if I'm not looking at you, it's not on purpose. I'm just used to looking at the computer here. But anyway, let's dive into stuff I'm excited for. All right, let's see. Show on stream. Here we go. All right. So first one here, Warner Archive April releases. The very first thing was Private Benjamin, and then that came out in a leak last year where we were expecting to get it last year, and also we weren't sure if it was 100% a real valid leak, but it looked legit, and some of those titles did come out last year, so it worked. But this one here, Private Benjamin, I'm pretty sure this is a first time to Blu-ray. I'm super stoked about it. It's a Warner Brothers, Warner Archive, and I love the Warner Archive collection, and that's with this whole Paramount thing. I really hope that that doesn't stop. I just ordered a bunch of Paramount or Warner Archive titles, and it's one of my favorites. I do like it. It's for a studio release. It's just a line of movies, nothing crazy, but I have a lot of joy watching the Warner Archive collection. Because I was like, a lot of those movies I grew up watching, some of them are, obviously brand new. I haven't watched all those like really old Cagney films yet, but every time they put out a Cagney film on Warner Archive, I gotta get it. So yeah, this is one. It's going to be a day one pickup for sure. And with this one, I don't think there's any like crazy special features or bonus materials. I mean, it would be great if there was, but I'm happy to be finally getting this one for sure. And April, easy day one pickup there. All right, now, let's see. Yeah, I don't know how to go back now. Because this, I don't know, this is a weird setup. It split the screen. So I was like, you guys don't know, but I have you and I have this, and they're all in the same window now. And if I go back, I think it's going to like close out everything. I don't know what's going to happen here. So let me just see if I can't fix it this way. Oh, that was easy. I'll go back that way. That's fine. I don't have to go back. All right, let's see. We'll just try to share that again. All right. Okay, so this is a movie here that it gets a lot of positive reviews. People are talking about this one. I hate when there's the Rotten Tomatoes sticker on there, because usually it just feels like it's a movie that they're pushing, and then I watch it and it's like, it's not as good or it's not as fun as like all these like things are saying it is. It's good. It's okay. Like I have that. So I don't have like major disappointment, but it almost feels like it's one that they're like, you got to buy this one because we spent a ton of money on it. So here's the stamp of approval. And so that's how it almost always feels. And so like I see those, I'm kind of cautious, but a lot of people are saying they had a lot of fun with this movie. Good luck, have fun, don't die. And I was like, I really don't think you go wrong. Like, I mean, for sure. You got Gore Verbinski, and then Sam Rockwell. I'm in. Sold. Done. Easy day. But yeah, that's one I'm going to be picking up. And you're getting options with this. So I'm glad Universal's doing it. So you're getting a Blu-ray and you're getting a 4K. Not everybody likes both. Or either, some people prefer one over the other. I'm going to be grabbing this Universal 4K here. Again, hate the big ugly banner, but a lot of the studios have been moving away from that. So Lionsgate was one of the first ones I noticed that moved away from it, but several of the other companies are putting stuff out. One of the last Disney titles I picked up had a smaller, design for that instead of this big giant ugly silver banner. So I think Universal is the holdout, and I hope they stop doing that soon. But either way, love the look of the film. I haven't watched the trailer, so all I've seen is this cover. All I've seen is this cover, and then everyone says that they've had fun with it. So I am looking forward to that one for sure. And probably going to be a day one, easy day one. We got that stuff. And now here's a movie that I talk about this one often. I like this film, and it gets some heat. Like I talk about, and people are like, oh my God, it's hot garbage. But here's the thing. It's a schlocky film, and I like it. So not every movie's for everybody, and I get that. But this one is for me. But the thing is, I'm not a Steelbook guy. So I think it's cool that they're doing it. And, there's been a lot of talk lately about re-releases, and it's almost always in the negative. I have a ton, and for examples, like there's going back to VHS days, re-releases is not a new thing. It's just the thing is, before you didn't notice about it because people didn't talk about it. They just showed up in the store with a different cover, different special features, different thing. It was just there. So new releases or re-releases aren't new, and I'm glad that they're doing it, because the thing is, there are Steelbook collectors, hardcore Steelbook collectors, and I think this is fun for them. So in this one, you're getting a 2-disc 4K Blu-ray combo release. Now here's the thing. I have the film, and I have it on Blu-ray. So, the fact that I don't have it on 4K, I don't know if this is a first time to 4K. I got to double check. But the fact that it is coming out, I think that's great, and it's coming out of the UK. So you can import this if you want to, but it's coming out of Vision Video, and I do. I think the artwork on that Steelbook is pretty fun, and I do enjoy this movie. So that's one. If I was a Steelbook collector, I would be all in. Let's see. Go back to that because the interior, it's over the top and ridiculous. So yeah, if I was a Steelbook collector, for sure, you're getting new interviews, new commentary stuff, new special features. It's totally worth picking up. But I don't even know if it did get. I will look at that later because I don't have a back button now. For whatever I did, I don't have a back button. But I can see both screens now and know that I'm not, if I'm sharing or not. Now here's a movie that's coming out. I was actually excited about this one, but I missed out on it. And then upon reading about it, apparently it's a hot mess and people don't like it. And there's people that do like it. So it's one of those, another one. I don't think it's like a super divisive movie, but this movie Snowman on 4K, you're getting out of Kino Lorber, you're getting the 4K title, plus you're getting a separate Blu-ray, slip covers, the whole nine from them. And the fact that they do the big ugly banner on the slip cover, but not on the disc, huge fan. And I like the cover. I mean, Michael Fassbender, Snowman, he's got a gun, there's blood in the snow. The cover sells me. Like, it's imaginative enough, I guess. But reading these, people are like, finally, the haters can suck my big toe. That's the first comment I read. And I was like, that's not my opinion. And then as, people saw it in theaters, they don't remember it. And then other people, they heard it was a misunderstood masterpiece, but that guy was not smart, basically summing it up. And then people are talking about how it's a hot mess. So I don't know about this film. The cover's intriguing enough. Clearly not a day one now because there's so many mixed reviews, but it's something I'm interested in, and I might pick it up at some point, but I'm glad it's coming out on 4K for sure. And it's from 2017, so I'm not sure exactly how I missed that one, but it's something I do want to check out at some point. So there's that. And then Leaving Las Vegas is coming out of Studio Canal. There's another one. Somebody else is putting out Leaving Las Vegas. I'm pretty sure because I was super stoked about it at some point recently. And so the UK is putting out a Blu-ray and a 4K of Leaving Las Vegas. I think it's a fantastic movie. It's one of those. It's a drama. It's one of those. I think it's a really good movie. That's the thing. I think it's a really good movie, but it's probably not for everybody. If you're not in the mood for like that kind of movie, it's heavy. It's a heavy film. But yeah, easy pickup for me. But like I said, I'm pretty sure there's other companies putting this out as well on 4K. I don't have it. That's the thing. I don't have it, and if I do, it's only on VHS. I've got that. Now here's something. I have this, so there's no reason for me to upgrade on this. Oh, it's a Steelbook only. So yeah, there's that. It Came from Outer Space. I think this is a great film from 1953. And I don't think you go wrong with those 50s sci-fi alien movies. Special effects, a little bit cheesy. But those are always fun for me. But if you're into this and you're into the Steelbook, I'm glad they're doing it. But I think we're going to see, because of that article that said, get out of here. The article that said that we, what is it? The article said, that physical media is up. That, millions of dollars in profits, but it's mostly because of the premium packaging, Steelbooks, and that stuff. And that's all valid. So we're going to see a lot more of it, and we're going to see a lot more re-releases in the Steelbook form, in the premium packaging. And studio releases don't usually do the premium packaging. They usually just do Steelbooks. So, we're going to get a lot of that stuff pumped out. So if you don't have it, that's great. But the thing is, like, I can't support like every Steelbook. I've broken the rule on a few, but I'm just not going to start buying Steelbooks hoping we're going to continue to get physical media. So there's that. And then this. I don't know if we talked about this one because this was posted a day ago. So I don't know if we knew about any of this stuff. No, it seems like not. So yeah, the Universal is putting out these, very similar to how Warner Archive does their back catalog. They're putting out a lot of back catalog stuff in this line. It doesn't seem like it's anything special, but they're putting it out. And if you just slapped a Warner Archive, header on top, I would think that's exactly what these are, because that's what it looks like. You got a mix of stuff. This is from Charlton Heston, Julie Adams, The Private War of Major Benson. And that's, an old film, probably from the 30s or maybe 50s, probably. Here Comes Cookie is a newer film that came out, 1935? Oh, the cover doesn't scream 19. Well, now it does. George Burns, Gracie Allen. Now I see it. Looking at the little screen of it, I'm like, man, that looks like an 80s weird comedy. It's not. So yeah. All right. So yeah, you got all kinds of stuff there. Let me go back. Let's see. Not having the back button's really screwing me up today. Let's see. Here we go. So yeah, these upcoming Universal releases, I'm actually a little stoked about these, and I'm not going to click on any more of them. But yeah, $1 Million Legs, that's one I definitely want to grab. W.C. Fields, I'd like to get more of his movies in my collection, and interested in that one. So yeah, again, none of these probably are day one purchases. Maybe the Charlton Heston one, but other than that, probably not. But I'm interested in all of them, so at some point I'll probably be trying to add those for sure. Got that, and something else. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Harry and the Hendersons on 4K. Now, here's the thing. One, I love the fact that they're going back to this original movie poster. I don't think any of the home video releases. Now, I'm pretty sure, like in Germany or one of the other countries that put this out, this has been shown before. So this has been out on physical before. So home video has seen it. But in the United States, I think we've only ever seen the cover I showed off at the beginning of the stream and not this. And so I remember this movie poster, but I don't remember ever seeing it on home video. So I'm glad to be getting it finally. And like I said, I watched it multiple times a year, easy pickup, and I've been liking the Kino Lorber 4Ks. This one, you're getting a new 4K restoration from the original camera negative. Awesome. Dolby Vision, HDR. Great. You got options. New audio commentaries. 3 new audio commentaries with the director. Awesome. And then that's it. Yeah. And so then you're getting 5.1 surround and getting the original 2.0 audio there. So yeah, stuff that I'm excited. I'm actually excited. This is going to be an easy day one pickup for me. I don't know what you guys are doing, but I need Harry and the Hendersons. So we're going to do that. Let's dive back into the chat real quick. Let's see. What do we got? See, Blue Corner says, picture of a nymph is good. I got it too, so you're not alone in that one. Right. Well, it'll be first time watch for me, but I'm glad it's good. And I'm glad I'm not alone. Good morning. Good morning, Arthur. Good morning, bud. Yeah, good morning, brother. And I'm in for some stories for your days from the gas station. I managed a discount liquor store, and I definitely have some tales of that. Like, oh man, I got this one story. So we had this I don't know. Maybe I'll save it for like a member-only live stream, or I'll just tell you offline. But because it's I think it's a fun story, but I don't know if it's appealing to anybody here. But it's I don't know. I'll tell you later, brother. It's fun. But, oh man, it is one guy. This one guy. It was just there was a few stories from this one guy. Let's see. The Great Outdoors and Summer Rental are back-to-back movies for me. Oh, they're so great. And the thing is, like, I've told this story a million times. I never saw Summer Rental. Like, it was a thing, like, only in the past decade, my wife brought it up that she'd wanted to see it, and I'd never heard of it, tracked it down, got it, and then been watching it ever since. And then as soon as they dropped the Blu-ray, it was a day one pickup, easy day. And I loved the film, but that was one I did not grow up with. But yeah, it's summertime staple for sure. Let's see. I have some not so proud video store stories you can borrow. Well, I definitely could to tie it into the series. Let me know. And I'm happy to tell your story. From my, perspective. Yeah, that'd be great. I'd work on that. And, I don't know, I'd have to word it too, from another video store. I don't know. I'd have to word it in a way, or somebody wrote in something like that. I'd have to do something like that, but I couldn't make it be like it was my story. But yeah, I like that. I like that for sure. I'll take your stories, put them on the internet. Let's see. And John, morning, brother. Morning, 80s. Been on the Transformers kick, and they're dumb fun. Oh, yeah, they are. I love the Shia LaBeouf ones. Those are my favorite, but I love them all. I don't get the hate for those movies. Let's see. Hold on. Somehow it's covering up. Let's see. It says, I don't get the hate. Make this bigger. I made it bigger, and now I can't see it either. All right. It's cutting up for however I have this stupid thing. It's cutting off part of my where I can read that whole thing. Let's see. Put the chat away. There we go. I got it now. Morning. He's been on Transformers kick. They're dumb fun, and I don't get all the hate for those movies. I also agree with you on the Running Man remake. It was fun for me as well. Yes, that's one I do have to pick up. I haven't picked it up yet, but I do want that one. But yeah, it was. I had a blast with it, and I don't get the hate. I love the Transformers fun, but it was like they are what they are. They're popcorn flicks. That's what they're meant to be. You know, not everything needs to be Citizen Kane. I've said that a bunch of times. It's the truth. Let's see. And happy hunting. Yeah, well, good morning and happy hunting for everybody, man. The weekend's great for that. Let's see. I got to put the chat away again. All right. I have a tip that makes that might save some time at the thrift store. Take a few pictures and look through them for treasures. Yeah, that's a great thing. But the thing is, and I was like, 100%. That's a great idea. And then the one thing I like to do is just quick scan. So like, there's a store I go to now that most everything is front facing because it's a ridiculously big store. But when everything's facing the spines, I just scan the labels. So I was like, instead of trying to read everything or pull everything out, I just scan labels and then I write down ahead of time on my notes app. And I've showed this off before. So let's see. And it says DVD only. Let me just make this so you guys can see it. So it's DVD only. And so these are the movies I'm trying to get. And I know that there's no Blu-ray, there's only DVD. And so while I'm at the thrift store, picking it up cheap is better than trying to order it online. And then what if we get the Blu-ray or 4K down the road? So that's one of the tips I do. But yeah, taking the picture is great. But now I live in a place where military housing. And so it's harder to leave every day. My wife's gone most of the day. She comes home in time for dinner. We have a little bit of family time. Then she goes to bed. And then weekend is like literally it. So after this stream, straight up family time, and then usually any errands we do. So if I take pictures at the thrift store, I'm probably not going back to the following weekend, and sometimes that stuff probably gone. So it's a great tip. It's a great tip. And in my last place, the thrift store was down the road. So any trip I had, if I had to get gas, if I had to go to the grocery store, I was stopping. So it was, that is a great tip. It really is. Yeah. And good morning. Good morning, Blockbuster Box Sets. Good morning, brother. Yeah, definitely. Oh man, I like what you're doing with those box sets. The thing for me is it's another whole like thing to get into. It's cool. It's definitely cool. I gotta try to hit you up for a couple of my favorites, but yeah, it's a cool thing you're doing there. The Running Man book is great. Yes, it is. It is. It's been a long time since I've read it. I mean, I'm not the biggest reader, but yeah, it's been a long time since I've read that one. I mean, did I? Yeah, because it was a Stephen King thing, but it wasn't a Stephen King. He did a pen name. Let's see. And I think a lot of the hate, mostly comes from these remakes, redos. They use the original IP of some of these films. Yeah, there's that. And then here's the thing. So, like, I don't know. I don't want to get into that. It opens up a whole can of worms because that's not even what I mean to say. So I'm not even going to get into it. But I think a lot of the hate for modern films, it comes from me. So I can't put this on anybody else. It comes from me with the modern films is no matter what I'm watching, I can't just shut my brain off because I have had for the last decade, I've had to hear all the political talking points. I'm not a political person. So when it's in the film, it just kind of, it's not going to age well. In 20 years, nobody's going to know what they're talking about because then there's going to be new political talking points. And so there's that. But then it takes me out of the film because I watch the film to shut my brain off and just shut the world off and enjoy. And then I have to hear the same stuff I'm hearing everywhere else. And so that's one of the things that I haven't enjoyed about it. And so with all the remakes, that's kind of how they feel. Like the original movies, they were fun, and that's why people liked them. And then the remakes have to say something, and that's what it seems like. It seems like they have to say something, or if it's not even that, if it's like just a mediocre film at best, then you have the build up to it. All of the actors and actresses that are involved, they're saying some weird stuff attached to this film. Like I just remember when when they were redoing Star Wars, one of the talking points they were interviewing them like at some kind of public event, and they were like, "This isn't your dad's Star Wars because the girls actually do stuff." I was like, "Did you not see Princess Leia?" Like it's one of those things that like it's just like these people are saying weird things. And then they didn't even watch the original films, so that's why I personally haven't enjoyed a lot of the newer films. But like I said, I really had a fun time with Running Man. I did. I agree, 100%. We need more escapism, not talking to. Yeah, that's it. And it's not here. I'm not here to be a political talking point. Like I'm not a political person. I don't care. But like to hear it in the movies all the time, it's silly. It's silly. And there's a movie I have. And I don't remember what it is. It's an old 70s film. And they did something similar because this is not new. It's not new. It's just it's the first time that social media allowed everybody to be connected more than they ever were. But it's an old 70s film. And then there's political talking points of what was going on back then. You look at Lethal Weapon. They talk about apartheid. And, you know, this stuff, like most people don't even know what it is. I had to explain it to my youngest kids or my oldest kids when they were watching it. They didn't know what it was. And so, like, you throw that in the film and it works in the moment because now they have their soapbox and they can just say whatever they want because they have the stage and they have the attention. But 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, nobody knows what you're talking about, or it falls flat. It doesn't carry the weight that they expected it to. And so that's the thing. That's why, for sure. If we were talking Star Wars, let's talk Warwick Davis getting his OBE. Oh man, I love Warwick Davis. I love Star Wars. Oh man, we can talk about Star Wars for sure. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by OBE though. I think that went over my head, and maybe I know it. Maybe I don't know. For some reason, it's like causing me to think harder on it than I probably should. But what do we have? Well, yeah, let's see. That's a whole nother thing too. I was like, oh, you bring up Warwick Davis, and I'm like, I want to watch Willow, and then I'm like, oh, but I never saw that Willow TV show, and that's the thing. Like, people are upset about that Willow TV show because it disappeared, and it brings into the whole thing. Like, if you own it, it won't disappear. Then if you have it on physical media, you got it, and that's why I do this because, oh, man, yeah, it opens up a whole nother conversation. I'm not here for that. I'm not here to complain. But the next one here that I'm super stoked about is this one. Now, before we get to the one I'm stoked about, here's one that's intriguing. I don't know if I'm going to get it, but it's called The Dark Backward Blu-ray. Great cast, and from what I read, it looks fun. Oh, am I sharing this? I'm not sharing this. I'm not sharing it. Here's the thing. I'm not sharing. There we go. Okay. So here's the film. The Dark Backward. Judd Nelson, Bill Paxton, Wayne Newton, James Caan, Rob Lowe. Great cast. 100% sold. And then I read the premise and I'm like, man, do I need this? Cult comedy classic, Garbage Men. Oh, they star in that. They're selling you on all the great things that they've done to then sell you on the film. But let's see, it releases in May, so I'm stoked about that. It's coming soon. I could check it out. And they signed with a sleazy talent agent, just wants success, and Marty's girlfriend leaves him. Can the arm be far behind? Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like one of those weird things. Reminiscent of Eraserhead, Pink Flamingos, and Brazil. So those are three wild films. And, you know, to throw that cast in a film that they're saying this is like those, I'm interested. I don't know if I need it day one, but it's definitely something I'm interested in. OBE is an honor in Britain, Oh, see, there you go. I'm a simple man, Seth. You know that. Let's see let's get rid of the chat. OBE is an honor in Britain, kind of like being knighted. Oh, yeah. Okay. I did not know. You learn something new every day for sure. Yeah, knighted. Yeah. Okay. And somebody says the Willow show was bad. Willow TV show was bad. Yeah, I mean, I've heard, but I've heard there's people that like it, people that want it. And so I never watched it because I heard all the negativity about it. And so there's that. And then I watched the trailer I was, because honestly, when we go back, we rewind time, and when they were announcing this, I was so stoked. Favorite film from when I was a kid. I watched Willow a ton. I had it on every format. I still watch Willow. One of my favorite fantasy films, easy. So they announced that. I was so excited. But then I watched the trailer, and in the trailer, you can see one of the prop weapons moves and bends. And so I'm like, what? But in fairness, I've seen a ton of films throughout my life that I enjoy, and the prop weapons, especially swords, get bent. And so, like, it's not new. It's not new. But the trailer, I feel like, should have been superb, or they should have tried to fix that part with CGI. You know what I mean? Like, you spend all that money on that TV show, and then the trailer is like felt like they're running through the woods with Nerf weapons, is what it felt like. And so I was just like, oh, man. And then, yeah, so I was like, I don't know. I was interested enough, and then I just never watched it because of that, and then all the negativity surrounding it. But there are fans, and people do want to see it. Let's see what it says. It says, I enjoyed Willow's show for what it did. Tell a new story in a world I enjoyed, but I still enjoyed the old Chris Claremont, George Lucas sequel novel trilogy. Yeah, I never read the books. I've wanted to. Like, I've read parts of, like, the one. I found some stuff online, and I read parts of it, but I never really got into it. But, yeah, I probably should. I like that world. I like that world. Got that. And best 90s comedy movie scene. I don't know what the best is, but one of the ones I always think of when people ask me that question is "Stop or My Mom Will Shoot." When she goes in, he's taking a shower. She goes in, he's like, "Mom!" Like, it just was goofy and awkward at the time, and I remember being a little kid and just thinking it was hilarious because, like, you know, everybody's got a mom, and you know, it was just funny. So yeah, I don't think it's the best, but it's one that I always remember. The Andromeda. Let's see, let me get this chat. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to try to do that. But again, I don't know how I did it, but I have the two screens in one window, and I don't have a back button now, and I can't get rid of it without closing it out. The Andromeda Strain, new movie with a similar theme. Oh, I'll check that out. I don't know. Is that coming? Is that something new? I like Andromeda Strain. Let's see. I think Willow would have served better as a film versus a TV show. Yeah, 100%. That's what I was really hoping to get. So when I found out it was going to be a TV show, I was not stoked at all. So yeah. Isn't Stop or My Mom Will Shoot getting a 4K? I don't know. If it is, day one pickup, easy for me. We can check that out in just a second. I want to, because I don't have the back button. Let me see if I can't knock out some more of these real quick. The Blue Thunder TV series. So we're getting the Blue Thunder movie on 4K. So I'm super stoked about that. And we're getting the series is coming to Blu-ray. So that's also going to be a fun one. And yeah, I never like sat down and watched all of them, but I know I've seen like an episode here or there. So I don't know if it's worth getting, but I've been liking diving into some of the older TV shows. It's definitely stuff I missed. I've been really enjoying that. Let's see. Got that. Radiance Films June announcements. Super stoked about this. Let's see what do they got. Although like lately I haven't been like crazy like needing to get them day one, but sometimes there's a day one I need. Let's see. Solo 4K restoration. Looks great. A womanizing violinist and jewel thief. I like those things. So well, not necessarily the womanizing part, but like it makes for good storytelling. So but there's that, and then the jewel thief thing. I'm super heist film. Give it to me. I'll watch that. So yeah, I think I need that one. 4K restoration, great. Looking forward to it. Again, I don't think I need it day one, but I want it. And then what's this last one? Yeah, I think I need it. Yeah, I think I need those. Yeah, but I don't think I need any of them day one. And then there's this one, Warm Water Under a Red Bridge. I might check that one out. Seems like an older film. Yeah. They're all Region B locked, it looks like, as well, which is, fine. Totally fine. What do we got? But here, The Great Outdoors, 100% day one pickup for sure. I watch this film more than anything else in the house. It's something I put on just to, if I'm busy and I just want something in the background. I sit down in the summertime and I watch it multiple times throughout the summer with like full attention, like nothing, no phone in hand, nothing, like 100% watch this film. So I am looking forward to the 4K. And again, like I've enjoyed the Kino Lorber 4Ks, so I don't think it's any different. I don't know if they're doing the restoration or if it's coming out of, who put this out? I don't know. I feel like Universal put that out, but I could be wrong. Well, I can go back. Let's see who put this out. It does not say. Let's go here. This will say. Yeah, Universal Studios put that. I knew I was thinking I was right. Yeah. So, and I think the Blu-rays on both of those movies look good. They look fine, but there's room for improvement. And I'm going to get the 4Ks. Got that, and then is there anything else? Strangers Chapter 3, haven't heard good things. I don't even love the first Strangers film. Like, I was into it at first when I was told it was like based on true story, but then I find out later in life, like it was the director combined two stories that weren't even true to him. Like in the neighborhood that he lived in a wealthier neighborhood, I guess, and there were some burglaries when he was a kid. That happens all across the world, not just the United States, across the world. I was a kid and I grew up and there were burglaries. So like to turn it into the Strangers. And then I think he used the Sharon Tate murder as the backdrop of like the rest of it. I think that's what it was. Either way, the murdering part wasn't the actual true story part. It was like two things. He combined them and then he came up with a story. So so to say it's based on true stories is facetious, I think. So I have the first one and I never bothered to even see the second one. So, and I don't hear good things about the third one. But if it's good and you like it, it's coming out, get it. There's that. And this, I think I need this. I think I do. Severn Films is putting out The Karate Collection from Bronson Lee. Yeah, give it to me. I love exploitation films, and I think I need this. I think I do. I don't think I've seen it at all. So I think this is, and maybe, I don't know. I did watch these types of films when I was a kid, or when I say kid, I always think teenager. When I was a teenager, but I don't know if I have. So this is one from the 70s. Yeah, 70s cinema. I'm a sucker for it. 3 films, 4 cuts. $35. Oh man, it's going to be hard for me not to pick this up. And so it comes out in May. Easy pickup for me. Not even knowing what it's about. Just the title, the cover alone, I'm sold. 100%. There's that. And then Arietti, like restoration. Oh, there's a new 4K restoration of Arietti. It's going to IMAX, it looks like. And so if you get into anime and any of these Ghibli Kids movies, I think that Arietti is probably my favorite. It's a borrower's type of story, and I liked it. And so, yeah, my kid got into the Studio Ghibli stuff a few years back, and Arietti is probably one of our favorites. And so, it would be honestly, if they put this out on 4K, easy pickup. I think the Blu-ray was okay. It's an older anime title. I didn't think it was rough by any means, but yeah, I would pick that up. Would I replace all those movies? No. But Arietti, I like it. I like it a lot. We got that. And then this has been on my radar for a while. 88 films. I'm building a massive 88 films collection. Thanks, Blue Corner. But this one here is easy pickup for me. Love the scan of the restoration. It looks like it was rough before. It's all green and horrible to see. Then you can see the side by side. You're getting, looks like a Blu-ray and the big chunky box set. Let's go to this. Magnificent Bodyguards with Jackie Chan. And it's from 1978. Again, easy pickup. The deluxe Blu-ray 3D, Blu-ray 3D plus Blu-ray, you're getting $30. I don't think that's a bad deal at all. And it's the deluxe edition, so it's going to come in a premium box set, I'm assuming. And easy pickup for me, for sure. Jackie Chan, sold. I mean, there's a few. I mean, I will pick up some Hong Kong cinema. I'll pick up Asian cinema. But if you throw a name like Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Gordon Liu now, I'm in. Those names, easy sells for me. Let's see, what do we got? Now this one, I don't know if I need it. I watched this one, but I do need some of these other films that were coming out. So I need Excalibur still, need that one. But Badlands, I've talked about it before, but I'm on the fence about it. It's a Disney film. I mean, Disney-owned property now, and I enjoyed it for what it was. That's the thing. I enjoyed it for what it was. But at the end of the day, you're just going back to that original Predator film. Predator's a bad guy. That's how you got to look at it. He's a bad guy. He's killing people. And then this one takes that villain trope that they've been doing for the last decade, and they humanize the villain. They give him a backstory, and they make you feel bad for the villain. Villains just need to be mysterious. They need to be, you know, they're bad guys. They're doing bad stuff, and there's no reason behind it. And then whatever they do, they feel that they're right. Like that's the character arc for the villain. That's what I want. You know, you go back to, we talked about Willow earlier. So the evil queen in that one, she's killing babies. Horrible. We can all agree that that's horrible. We don't see it on screen, but we're going to almost at the end. And then, you know, I don't want to see it, but like that's one of the most horrible things you could probably do. And then I don't care or know about her backstory. And that is great. And that is awesome. Now, this is an entire movie that humanizes, well, to a point, and it makes you feel for the Predator. And you side with him because then, you know, he's at odds with his family. Like, it's a thing. So for what it is, I enjoyed it. But in the whole, you know, scheme of things, the whole entire Predator franchise, I don't know if I need to own it, but I don't know how many more times I'm going to rewatch it. That's the thing. I bought Prey, and I went into that one with a negative trope because, like, people were complaining about it. And so I went in, I was like, and I was a negative trope. People were complaining about it because of the woke stuff and all the women trope and all that stuff going on. They're like, oh, it's the same stuff that they've been doing. And I ended up watching it, and I ended up liking it. Was it as good as the other two movies? No. And I mean, there's more Predator films, but I liked the first two. And so I was like, is it as good as that? No. But it's a story, and I liked the story. So Prey. And I watched the other two movies more often than anything. And then Prey, I've watched it maybe 4 times since it came out. So this one, I don't know if I need it, but I keep seeing it and I keep thinking about it. So if it ever goes like cheap, I'll probably pick it up. There's that. Because I did enjoy it for what it was. That's what it is. But it's just, I don't think it sits in the same conversation as the first two films. Oh, and then as we can talk about that. So as we talked about that, so there's this whole thing about Arnold, teasing that new Predator film, Commando 2 is in the works, and King Conan. Out of all of those, give me King Conan. I think that's going to be absolutely fantastic. But then everyone's coming out with, he's 78, he's not going to live long enough. And while that's possible, you know, you never know, but I can only hope. And then the other thing that keeps coming up is it's just a passing of a torch. Well, I'm expecting that. Now, it just depends on how they do it. But I also want a good last hurrah. Like, that's the thing. Like, those films are great. I'm not a huge fan of the 30, 40-year-old sequels. I don't think they work because why the other one worked is everything that went on. So you have the filming structure, the characters, the writers, the political atmosphere at the time, what people did, what people didn't do. And then you take that world and now you throw it 40 years later when everything has changed. New audience, new talking point, new writers, new opinions, new everything. And we don't do that stuff anymore. So we can't do that stuff. We got to do this new stuff. So no matter what, there's going to be a different vibe. And usually when those movies come out, there's also the conversation, if it was shot on film, this is more than likely going to be shot digitally. And then you have the whole conversation about LED lights. They just how they light the film sets now are completely changed. So no matter what, you are going to have a different looking film altogether. And I don't know if I always love that with sequels, but with King Conan, give it to me. Just give me the story, and I hope it's good. Like that's where I'm at. And yeah, I don't know. As like the other ones, if they come out, they're great, and I hope they're good. That's the, I hope I'm not going into any of that negative, but I'm a realist. I understand they're passing the torch stories. They have to be, because why would they be pumping a ton of money into them to have one and dones or giving Arnold his last hurrah when they can try to build a franchise? Because that's all they ever do is try to build a franchise or try to make money, and they don't do it well. So we got to farm the older stuff. So that's it. That's the thing. I'm done with my rant. Let's get back to that. Okay, I guess we're done with that. Sweet. I can get rid of this page. Let's see. All right, there we go. So maybe it'll be smoother now that we're done with that. Let's see. Let's see. Let me fix this. What commentary would you do if you could pick one that you wanted for a special edition that I would personally do? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like if it were a movie to have a special commentary, I mean, any of them. Like you could throw a rock and just pick any of them. I like commentary stuff. I don't always need it. If I think the movie's mediocre, I don't need it. If it were me doing a commentary track, I don't know. That'd be like a cool dream, I guess. Like I've never really thought of it. So like any of my favorite movies, sure. Leon, it's easy. Dream. I love that film. I would love to sit there on a commentary track and talk about it. That'd be great. But yeah, anything from the 80s, I would do that in a heartbeat. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I don't know. I was like, I don't have one in particular. I just love films. I love cinema. So I could do a commentary track on any of them and be happy. I would be happy. That'd be fun. But it's also something and I'm not seeking out to do. But if it was like a what if thing, yeah, sure. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. I watched the new 4K of Somewhere in Time. It's a mixed bag of transfers. Surprising amount of, let's see, pops and scratches. Really? Well, either way, I'm looking forward to it, and I don't mind on some of the older films like that, the cult films. I don't mind. What I picked up Blackenstein a few years back, and the transfer's rough. Let me just close this out for a second. The transfer's rough on it because it was the older thing without any restoration, so pops and scratches, and it's rough. But for that type of film, it's a cult film. It's Blackenstein. It worked. I didn't hate it. Now, if it was a different film, yeah, of course, restore it. Like, it's fine. And I hope that gets restored. I really do. But sometimes films work. And so I was like, yeah, I'll check it. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be fine. But yeah, I didn't realize that it wasn't restored. But I think I've been so, we've been so lucky to get so many films restored lately that I just kind of expect it now. Let's see. What we got? Let's see. Love the Studio Ghibli stories. We need a good 4K restoration of Secret of. Let's see. What does this say? Secret of Nim. Oh man, I like Secret of Nim. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, any of the John Bluth stuff, give it to us. More is better, always. I'd like to see a proper gritty Conan film like the first one, and have to keep the music. Yeah, come on. Yeah, I'm not. That's what I want. 100%, Darren G. Yeah, Give us, if you're gonna do something like that, King Conan, and we're not gonna get it. I would be shocked. And I've said this before, and it's been proven time again. Things that are shot on film, newer movies that are shot on film, potentially have, will look great on 4K unless they do some kind of weird color grade or some kind of weirdness to it. But more than likely, shoot a movie on film, modern, and then you put it on 4K, it's probably going to look amazing. Colors are going to look awesome, and the transfer's good. But then you take films that aren't that old, early 2000s, still shot on film, late 90s, still shot on film. And even if they have to do some kind of restoration, end up looking fantastic on 4K. Even if they just put it on a Blu-ray and they don't even put it on the 4K, it has the potential to look fantastic. And yeah, so I think it would be great if they did, but they're not going to. The studio is going to spend a ton of money, and it's the thing about that is the modern lighting, the modern cameras, all that stuff. It's going to be an afterthought. And if they had somebody in there to connect it, put it on film at least, yeah. But yes, I'm in the same boat. Give us a gritty story. Give us a gritty Conan like the first one, and don't care about people's feelings. Like, that's the thing, is movies shouldn't have to care about people's feelings, and we've had to worry about that for so long lately. That's been a talking point with everything. The whole made for a modern audience or edited for a modern audience has been a constant conversation, and it's sucked. And I hate it. So yeah, let's go back to the original way, because there will be an audience. Everybody's different. And, I have tons of movies in my collection that you're not going to like, and vice versa. So, like, the thing is, you don't make this movie for everybody. Don't make it based on committee. Just tell a good story and try to have a feel like the first one. You look at, like, and it doesn't even have to be like exact, because it's such a long time period. The whole King Conan series, give it to me, because you have this whole thing of, like, look at Terminator and then Terminator 2. They have a whole different vibe. They're in the same world, and it worked. Give me, if this movie ends up being like that, home run. But I'm just hoping it's good. I'm just hoping it's good. But yeah, there's potential. There's ways they could do it. It's a different thing. And they still shoot movies on film. Like, it's not unheard of. It's more rare, but there are new movies that are shot on film, and they end up looking great. Let's see. And TJ says, let me put this chat away so I can read it. Give us all the Arnold we can get, and Sly. Tulsa King has been fun. Let the boys work as long as they want, as long as they can flex. Yeah. For sure. No, I agree. Like, and I've enjoyed Tulsa King too. I got to get caught up, but yeah, I've enjoyed it. And so, like, that's what I was saying. Like, there are people that came in with the naysaying, and they're like, "Oh my God, he's old. Oh my God, Yeah, but there's a way to do it, and if he wants to do it, yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have fun. And I think that's why I always loved movies, is because while there's not fun movies, I've enjoyed movies because, for the most part, I always have fun when I'm watching them. Unless it's a 2-pack Blu-ray, and then it's not fun because it's homework. I have nothing against veteran actors continuing to put out content, but let's avoid the de-aging. And I agree that too. I agree with that. And that's why I was all about King Conan, because he's supposed to be old. So that's why, like, I'm all in. Like, you can't take my money fast enough. But 100%. I hate the de-aging. It's jarring. And even as the technology gets better, I still don't like it. I think it's dumb. They used to do things with practical effects, and that was better. But then, like, you go back to Saw, they just put a backwards hat on the dude, and that was supposed to give him like a good 10, 15, 20 year, like, de-aging. It's like, I was like, it's still him. So, there's ways they don't do it, but there's ways that they can, and with practical effects. But then you don't have, like, why get a lookalike? There are lookalikes. There's times where they've done a younger version of an actor, and then so somebody else played the younger version, and they don't really look like them, but it's fine. Suspension of disbelief. That's the story you're telling. That we're going to believe that that's them. But there are people that look like younger versions of them to a point. Like there's definitely doppelgangers. Get them, try it. You know, if you have to really do the de-aging thing, but you don't always have to show the face. Like, and I talk about this, and this isn't de-aging, but this goes into that whole CGI thing. So one of the things that irritated the hell out of me was when they brought Peter Cushing back to life, and they could have done that in a few different ways. And so, one, I hate it. Don't bring dead actors back to life, because now you're making them say stuff that they didn't say. And you're making them do things that maybe they wouldn't have done. And so I think that whole thing is just a whole can of worms that I don't like, and I don't want to see any more of it. But they brought Peter Cushing back. And if they were going to do that, they could have done it with his voice and saying one of the lines that he said before, done, or his voice with the new technology and saying whatever they want him to say, but not showing his face. And they showed his face, and then it was jarring, it was weird, but we could have seen part of his face in a reflection when he was looking out the glass. He could have been talking from behind, and that would have been powerful enough, and it would have been good enough. But they were trying to, you know, make this moment, and it ended up being a crap moment. And so yeah, no more de-aging. Don't bring dead actors back, and I'm happy. Let's see. And Arthur, nice. Watching Prey right now. P.S. I like the video rentals format you got going. Nice. Well, thanks, brother. Thanks. I enjoy it. And that's the thing is like that too. And before we do the giveaway and stuff, like if you guys are watching that video rental store series, oh, and cheers to you too, brother. If you guys are watching that video rental store series, we're going to do, I guess not a poll, but like if there's anything that you guys want to see a future episode, because I'm working on this one. I did a poll a while back, and so everything that was in that poll, I am going to do. And I'm working. I just got to source the VHS tapes or Laserdisc or DVD. So I'm trying to keep it to VHS tapes, because my real experience was most of my life was renting VHS tapes. And then in the late 90s when DVD started to come around, there was a smaller DVD section. Early 2000s, it was mostly DVD. But there's that. But most of my rental experience, and when I worked there, was VHS. But there were places that did Laserdisc. There was, Laserdisc was alive then, and there's that. So Laserdisc, DVD, VHS, it has to live in that era. And so then I have to source it. I have to track it down. So, but if there's any ideas for a future episode, I'll work on it. But right now, the one idea that I know I'm working on, that I'm trying to get some stuff for, it is these movies wouldn't be made today. And I'm not going to lean into like the raunchy comedy, the sexy, the inappropriate humor, that type of stuff, because of the culture today. I'm leaning more into, they wouldn't make these today for this reason. And it would usually be something like, I talked about it not too long ago, but there was a movie I picked up, and I don't think it would be made today, because it would be a movie that would get cannibalized and then thrown on a streaming service, because it's a mid-budget, lower-tier movie where it was good, it went to theaters, but now they wouldn't do it. And so that was kind of the mindset. But, other than there's like a lot of like adult thrillers that I don't think would get made today. So we're going to talk about all that. And I've got that stuff coming in, so there's that. But if you guys have any ideas for the video store series, hit me up. If you don't want to hit me up here, my DMs are always open. And then if you're a Fourth Wall member, that's always open. And then a few of you guys have my email. Everybody has access to my email, but I'm not great at checking my email. But if you guys have my phone number, always obviously direct hit me up, and that's always good. And if you're not watching it, you should. I enjoy it. Let's see. My copy of Predator Badlands 4K standard with slip was delivered yesterday, along with a new. Oh, I'm not used to this new thing. Let's see if I can't make this smaller and fix it. There we go. That might work. There, that fixed it. All right, Mark. Morning, brother. My copy of Predator Badlands 4K standard with slip delivered yesterday, along with the new 4K of No Escape starring Ray Liotta. Watched No Escape. Fantastic and gorgeous transfer. Awesome. So I have on order, but I haven't, not on order. I have it in my cart, and I haven't pulled the trigger on my umbrella order this time around, because I'm not exactly sure what I want to grab. But No Escape, the big chunky box set from Umbrella, that's in there. And that's a film I don't have. I have not seen that movie since the 90s, but I rented it a bunch. I might have had the DVD in my original collection, like before I joined the Navy, but I don't remember if I did or not. But I saw the movie a ton, and then I haven't seen it in a long time. So that's an easy pickup. So I do have the Umbrella one, and so when I do my Umbrella order, that's coming for sure, because I do need it. Let's see. Archie says, I'm excited about Scary Movie 6. We'll pay to watch it in theaters and physical. Now, that's a movie, again, 100% I'm excited for, and I'm not going to go see it by myself. Because I just, like, again, the limited family time, and it's this weekend. And so if I were to go, it would be going by myself now and then telling the family to go pound salt. And so I'm not going to do that. But if I had a different lifestyle, I would drag my wife to that movie. I want to see it. I'm excited. So I would go see it. But we don't get to the theater as often as we'd like to anymore. But 100% day one pickup. And I am going back. I did just pick up Scary Movie. I got the first one. I do have to get the other ones. But then that was the thing. I watched the first two, and then I don't think I've seen any of the other ones. Like that's 100% thing. Like I don't think I've seen any of the other ones. And so 6, I'm excited for. The Wayans brothers are back. I'm in. I've seen the trailer. I'm stoked. I can't get enough of it. But yeah, that's one. It's gonna be a day one pickup. But now I'm going back. I want to get all of them. I want to watch all of them, even though they've kind of crapped on those other ones, and they're not the same. People have said they're not the same, but even the Wayans have said it's not the same. So first two, I always liked them, but I haven't had them in the collection. So now I'm getting them. Got the first one, and I did pick up the VHS. So I haven't even picked up the Blu-rays yet, because now I'm like, if we're getting the 6th one, are we going to get re-releases? And so I've been apprehensive. So I'm not picking them up, but if I do find one for $1 or $2, I'll probably pick it up. Let's see. Having lived through VHS, I never thought a DVD looked bad. You 4K people are so spoiled. No, I agree. I watch VHS. I still buy it. I got Laserdisc over there, and I watch Laserdisc. I watch that stuff. And there are some rough, like, so for DVDs, I don't have hardly any in my collection. I do have one I picked up, but I kind of think it was like a crappy VHS rip bootleg, because it's a weird packaging. It came to me brand new, sealed in cellophane and the whole thing, but the packaging is weird. There's something off about it, but it says that it's a legit release, and so I don't know. But that's a really rough one. And then Son-in-Law, the DVD, does not look as good as other DVDs, but my 4K player up converts, my TV up converts, and so you have those two things. And so most DVDs look pretty good, and I say that all the time. If there's a 4K coming out, there are certain movies that I do feel that I want on 4K, and so there's that. But and even with Blu-ray, there's a few Blu-rays, and when I say it, I usually say there's room for improvement. So I've lived through it. I lived through the same thing you're talking about. I remember I was poor, so I had rabbit ears. We didn't even have cable for a long time, and I had rabbit ears. And I remember having to twist the antennas and hold it just right and put tinfoil on the edges just to get the third channel out of, we would have 2 channels always, but to get that third channel, you had to move the antenna. But once you did that, you didn't get the other 2 channels. And so we had ABC, Fox, and then we could sometimes get CBS. Sometimes, not always, but it all depended. It also depended on the weather. Sometimes if it's bad weather, no matter how much you tuned that antenna, you couldn't get nothing. And so I remember watching movies growing up on a fuzzy, crappy antenna picture coming in, and it was horrible, but it was still watchable. So yeah, there are people that come in 4K or bust, and it's spoiled, and I get it, because I was like, it's a beautiful picture if you've never experienced the other stuff, and then seeing the other stuff, I can get it. But I'm watching VHS tapes. I have my VCR plugged into my 4K TV downstairs. So if I'm not watching them up here, so behind the curtain, I've said before, behind this curtain, I got a big 36-inch tube TV. I've got the black and white there. I've been watching movies, older formats on the older TVs for a long time, and I still do. But if it's late at night, everybody goes to bed, and I'm not watching them in here because it bothers everybody, I go downstairs and I watch a VHS on a 4K TV, and it's not the greatest, but it's watchable. So yeah, I get where you're coming from, brother. 80s. Have you checked out Kevin Smith, the 4:30 movie? Funny stuff. No, that's somehow I don't even know what you're even talking about. Like sometimes there's things I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but this I don't even know. I have to check it out. I'll check it out for sure. You 4K people, yeah. I'm talking to a guy. I've got a VHS playing on a black and white TV. Like that's not just because. I mean, it looks great, I think, but it's not. I've had that. I had that TV forever, and then when I first started on YouTube, I had a color one. The color one, the power supply went out on it, so I got rid of it and I bought new shelves. But when I first started on YouTube, like 3-4 years ago, you can see I had the TV back there, and mostly like the VHS collection you could see behind me in the older videos. Like I used to have that. If I pull this curtain back, the entire top shelf, I have almost 300 VHS tapes just sitting up there. Like I'm still watching. It's not just to have. Like you don't even get to see them, and because I watch them. I get it. But yeah, you 4K people, that is funny. Rental store series. Hope they aren't late fees. They aren't late fees. Yeah. Yeah. I was calling it late nights and late fees, but like YouTube goes, this is a horrible series and nobody likes it. Nobody's watching it. So change your title. So I stopped saying it, but I liked it. I liked it because it's what it was. It was the vibe. Like you go to I had many, like when I didn't work there. When I worked there, obviously I got free rentals. But when I didn't work there, there's a ton of nights where before I could rent a new tape, I had to pay the late fees. I rented tapes. I didn't always get them back on time because I loved them and I watched them as often as I could. And I'm like, well, I got to go to work now and I want to watch this after work. I guess I'm not returning it today. There was that. And there's definitely times where movies I should have just bought instead of rented. But yeah. There's definitely late fees, and that's the shirt. One of the shirts today where it's a part of that series, so we're gonna give that away today. Let's see, Trilogy of Terror. I love Trilogy of Terror. Illustrated Man. Yeah, I could do those. I could do like if that's what you're recommending. Like there's so many horror trilogies that work. So yeah, that's great. Illustrated Man, yeah, check that out. Logan's Run, I love Logan's Run. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I am trying to track down the VHS, but I do have it on Blu-ray. I love that film. That would be a day one 4K, and it's one of the ones that my dad introduced me to. So like I have my dad passed, and I've said that before, but like I have a small handful of like his favorites that have become my favorites because he passed, and just trying to watch them now. But Logan's Run is one that he introduced me to when I was a teenager, and I just fell in love with it. That one and Planet of the Apes. So I love the Planet of the Apes films too for the same reason. But yeah, Logan's Run, 100%. And Last Movie Standing. What's up, Brian? What's up, brother? Man, you've been cranking out some awesome videos lately. Like your last one on importing movies was top notch for sure. Yeah, let's see, and Q-Boy and his dog. I'll check these out for sure. I wouldn't mind the Wayans Bros brought Charlie Sheen back into their version of Scary Movie. He was the best part of the other ones. Yeah, I mean that would have been great. But I don't know. He's not in this one. I didn't know that. I knew that they were bringing a lot of the people back, and that's what they were focusing on. So I kind of expected. But then at the same time, like he might have cost too much. They might have just thought he might have turned it down. You don't know. But it would be great. I agree. I got No Escape German 4K media book, which is a 100 gigabyte disc. So I don't need the 66 gigabyte umbrella edition, which is also more expensive than the German edition. Well, I don't think you're wrong there, but I am a sucker for the big chunky packages, and I was already going to order stuff from Umbrella because I do need that Naked movie, whatever that was, Naked Weapon. I need Naked Weapon, and so I was going to put an order in anyway. So to me, it makes sense, but I can see where you're coming from, but I think I'll be okay. Because like I understand putting things on the 100 gigabyte disc and having the less compression, and there's that, but my naked eye doesn't usually see a difference unless you're going to cram like a ton more stuff and special features on that 4K. Then give me the bigger disc, sure, but I don't know, like I've had the 25 gigabyte discs and then the 100 gigabyte discs or whatever they're doing between the two. Like my naked eye is not really going, oh man. So like I understand on paper it's right, but I wear glasses. My vision isn't the best. Is the way I think about it. But yeah, I don't think you're wrong. If you have it, don't double dip. The German one is a great one. Get it. But yeah, I'm a sucker for that chunky box. Let's see. When you just have to count the nose hairs and see the pores of their skin. Yeah, that's the thing. Like when you get like, when it's too refined, it's a little ridiculous. And that was what people were talking about when HD first came out. When HD first came out, that was what everyone's like, oh my God, you can see. And then it took people that weren't that great looking and it amplified that stuff. Like there was like somebody that was like covered in acne. Like I don't remember, it was like a football thing or something. There was like somebody was covered in acne and like everyone was like talking about it. Like they're like, oh my God, that person's ugly. And it's just like, well, HD's showing you all the flaws. So yeah, 4K, yeah, you don't need all that stuff, Netflix killed Blockbuster late fee with their mail DVD service, and boy, I haven't seen a disc in the mail since 2009. Yeah, it's been such a long time. I was like, I actually got in the Netflix when they announced that they were ending the service. You could still sign up, and so I had it when it first came out, and then I didn't have it anymore. Like I was hardcore into just buying and owning. And then they announced that they were getting rid of it. And so the last couple months I did, because you could have, 5 rentals or whatever and just constantly keep rotating them. And at the very, very end, I was able to keep the last 3 rentals I had. And so they said you could send them back, but they were just going to, get rid of them anyway. But they said you could keep your last rentals. And so I did. And I ended up printing off my own custom covers, and I have those films. And it was fun. It was fun because for the price, I got a ton of movies for cheap. But yeah, I miss going to the video store. Like I didn't love the Netflix thing. It was convenient. They would show up in the mail. It's fine. But on a Friday night, I want to go to the video store. I want to pick something out. I want to go home with something the same day, and I want to watch it that same day. And doing the stuff and waiting in the mail. And yes, if you did it right, you didn't have to wait long, and you also had other stuff in the house to watch. You didn't have to return everything all at once. And so you could do this constant cycle where maybe there's like a day or 2 before something else comes in the mail. And that was fine. But yeah, I just missed the actual experience of going to the store. She put it in the oven and she waited for her husband to come home. What? Like a video store series, video store episode? I don't know. Sure. Do you think the extended premiere cut of Logan's Run still exists? I hope so. I don't know. Sometimes that stuff is found. Sometimes it's not. I don't know. I hope so too. Now, whether or not the deleted scenes should be separate or should be 2 cuts on the 4K, that is the question. With a film that old, and even if they were to restore those cuts, those added scenes, it's potentially not going to look as good. And so, like, they don't do it all the time, but when they do it, you notice it because the difference in the film quality or how it was finished. And so there's that. It's not a big deal. I've got a few films that I've enjoyed the longer extended cut, even with the deleted scenes added in. But I think that kind of film, Logan's Run, I think it would probably be best, for the studio. Maybe not best for the viewer, but best for the studio to just put as much information that they have available on the disc. So if we have a whole deleted scenes track in the special features, yeah, sure. But yeah, it's one of those things that I'm like, I hope we get as much as we can. If they give us 2 cuts of the film, sold. If they give us deleted scenes, sold. If they just give us a bare bones 4K, I'm still going to get it, but it kind of sucks. Any interest in the upcoming White Chicks 2? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think we need to laugh again. That was the thing, and so I think it's one of those conversations. And I'm not trying to, again, political, woke, none of that. I'm not trying to have that conversation. But over the last 10 years, movies have felt different. And so coming back to this and just laughing again, yeah, comedy can be dangerous and it's not for everybody. And that's the point. Like if everything is safe, then it's not fun. And you can just laugh at things. Like you don't have to be super ridiculous and serious all the time. And then at the same time, like you can take taboo subject matter and poke fun at it. Like that hasn't been allowed to be done in a while. And I've heard that because like they record you, I don't know if you know this, but they record you in the movie theater. And so I've heard that people were upset and complaining about some of the jokes. And not everybody. Like most people are laughing and having a good time, but there's a select few people, and it's that minority that has the loudest voice that's usually trying to change everything. So they go to a movie that they know that they're not going to like, and they know it's not for them, and then they go, I hate this, change it. And it seems like that's already happening. There's already people complaining. There was a few articles that it was the jokes were upsetting, and they're not. That's the thing, they're not. So if that's not a you movie, don't go see it. Like I'm not going to go see Brokeback Mountain and demand that they change it. You know, it's one of those things. Like just let it be. It's not for you. Clearly, it's not for you if you're going to complain about it. And you know, those people, like, how do you not know it's not for you? Also, like it's Scary Movie 6, so you know what the previous 5 movies were, especially the first 2, and more than likely, I can understand somebody's never seen any of those movies and just randomly going to see it. There's probably a few of those, but those people went to complain. Like that's what they did. But yeah, so yeah, I think we need to laugh again. White Chicks 2, I'm all in. I'm all in. I still want the unrated cut of Total Recall. It is claimed to have been destroyed. Yeah, I agree. I would get it too. Like there's a lot of this stuff that's been claimed to be destroyed, and then sometimes we find it. Like sometimes they're like, oh, so and so had it, or it just shows. The stuff sometimes shows up. So there's always a hope, but I'll take what we got. I like Total Recall. I've enjoyed that movie. I would see the crazy unrated cut in a heartbeat. But if we never do, I'm still happy with what we got. So it's one of the few times where I'm not like, ah man. I'm like, I hope we get it. I really do. Let's see. I admit it. I'm a 4K brat, but when you're dealing with 80 inches or larger, 4K makes a big difference. And that is a conversation. Like it comes up sometimes. So you know, I still buy VHS and DVD, and I talk about that stuff. And if I'm showing off a movie, no matter what format it is in, I'm almost always telling you, check out the movie, not necessarily you have to buy this version. Now there's times where I'm like, oh my God, the 4K is amazing. So I know that about myself. So I do say that. But when I'm showing off a film, no matter what I'm showing off, I'm almost always saying, watch the movie. And so you can watch it on whatever format you want to watch it on if it's available. But some of those things like, you know, and it was brought up just the other day. Somebody asked like, you know, or they said something very similar. And it was they never understand why, you know, people love VHS. And the thing is, there are people that are just getting into movie collecting in this younger Gen Z that's doing it. They don't have a lot of money. And the thing is, even if you're buying a brand new TV and you don't want to own an old CRT television, you're buying a brand new television, the brand new TV, if you don't have a lot of money, anything 32 inches and smaller isn't even 1080p. Like most of those TVs are 720 and, you know, standard definition TVs. So even though it's a new one, it doesn't have, not every new TV is a 4K television, and a lot of them are smaller. 100% I agree with you. So I'm not telling you that you're wrong. I'm just saying that there's a different perspective. And so yes, you have a big giant 80-inch 4K television. I get it. 4K is a great way to go. But if you don't, but I have a 65-inch TV. So yeah, I don't have an 80-inch, but I have a 65-inch TV, which is still big. And I watch VHS on it, and it's not great, but it's watchable, and I get it. But it also reminds me of when I had rabbit ears when I was a kid. So there's also that. But yeah, I get it. If you have a big, giant, ridiculous, expensive system, stick with a 4K. I get it. I get it. But there's plenty of movies in my collection, VHS and DVD, that have never been put out on another format. And so again, for me, it's always about watching the movie and not about the format. But if I don't have, if it only has a 4K, or I don't have it in the collection and a 4K is coming, I do always opt for the best version, but then I usually also backtrack and look for the VHS. Let's see. Mission Impossible. That would be good. That'd be a good one to talk about. Mission Impossible. Love it. You can't go wrong with Mission Impossible. But the thing is that I've talked about this before. I have to go back and rewatch. I started doing it, but then I fell off again. So I've seen the first one a million times. I own it. And then I saw the second one back then. I'd never owned the second one. I do now. And then I don't have any of the other ones. I don't have any. I just have the first two movies. And then after the third one is where I really stopped watching them. And then a few years back, I saw the one in theaters where he's hanging off the side of the big giant plane. That's the one I saw in IMAX. I saw it with my mother, and then that was it. And I've never seen another one. I haven't seen the new ones at all. And so I've enjoyed the Mission Impossible series. I feel like I have to rewatch all of them, but I always loved the first one. And good morning, Jay. Let's see. How's it going, guys? I just picked up a lot of the VHS tapes and DVDs at the Salvation Army, and I got a surprise, the Night and the Willies. Nice. That's a nice pickup there. But yeah, it's going great. Glad you're here. And picking up a lot of VHS tapes. I love that. That's my favorite. But I like the art. I think the art is so much better on the old VHS tapes. It's intriguing. But I love it. But yeah, I'm glad you're grabbing that stuff. And the thing is, you can grab a lot of stuff for pretty cheap, for sure. Let's see. Total Recall, was it real or was it Memorex? I always thought that it was real. That's what I always thought it was real. But I mean, yeah, you can go back and forth on that conversation. Like it's good. I like the way that movie's done. Dollar General has some Steelbooks, sometimes too. Yeah, that's true. I've found some crazy finds at the dollar store before. I picked up what did I pick up? The Taken. I got Taken 2 and 3 from the dollar store, and then I ended up having to buy the first one on at the store, which is fine. But then I found a Ninja Turtles documentary at the dollar store. So yeah, you can find some of that, but there's a lot of crap there too. But there's some cool things. There was I picked up a Rudy Ray Moore Blu-ray from the dollar store too. That was great. Yeah, you could pick up some cool stuff there. Here we go. I'll never get the love people have found for VHS again, but I'm not gonna be the one putting you and others down. You do you, ha ha ha. Yeah, that's the thing. So here's the thing. I have one, nostalgia. There's that. But I started rebuying those movies again because they were super cheap. So 2016, my youngest daughter was born, and I had all of my older kids were, I had that time where they were kids and they were destructive and they would touch my stuff and they would put snot on it and they would be gross kids. And, there's that. And so I had them all grown up. I had my collection and it was clean and it was free and it was broken. It wasn't broken anymore. It was great. And then I had a new kid born and I was like, I don't want to relive this. And so we just happened to be at a thrift store. I saw, 50 cents for Disney VHS tapes. I saw a VCR for $6, and I bought her own movies, and that was the mindset. I was like, they're mostly indestructible. They're definitely kid friendly, and tapes are fine. It'll work. It was what I had when I was a kid. My oldest kids kind of had that in the beginning, and then, so there's that. And so that's what it started. But then constantly going to get her a new tape, then I was like, the nostalgia kicked in. I was picking up tapes that I had, and then we started picking up movies that we never saw and treating it like it was a video rental store. Because if I didn't love it, for 50 cents, easy to donate it back, and it just, felt like a rental. And we were finding movies that we hadn't seen before. But then it was the nostalgia. It was finding movies that, we had it when we were younger and that love for it. And then it was finding old CRT televisions. And so having the experience and just having this 80s movie day or 90s movie day where we're watching a VCR tape on a old CRT television, it became part of our lifestyle. So I only have the VCR hooked up to the 4K TV down there, not because I that's my preferred way to watch it. It's because of, if they all go to bed, it's the only way I can watch the tape, and then I can talk about a video or do whatever. There's a reason behind it. It's not like, I'm just enjoying my VCR down there. So I get it. If you don't have the CRT, you have a big giant 4K TV, I get it. But my love came from not wanting my collection ruined by a new kid, and then having her own Disney movies in her own thing with her own TV. And she still has. She has her own collection. And then she's grown up now. She's going to be 10 this year. And on a regular basis, she has her own movies, her own movie shelf. She cycles through them. She curates her own collection, and then she's always adding new stuff. And she has now Blu-rays, but for the longest time, it was just VHS. But she has DVDs, Blu-rays. She has her own Blu-ray player, but she's still running an old CRT television in her room. I didn't even give her a new TV, and it's been great. But yeah, if you're not going to get the retro tech, if you pick up a VHS, it's purely for nostalgia, the cover, one of your all-time favorite movies. I get it. But in that top thing there, 300 VHS, I'm actively watching them. And then I want to get this spinner rack over here because I want to get those tapes on the rack. And so that's what I'm going to be getting soon. But yeah, if I didn't do the show, if I didn't have this YouTube channel, I probably would only have just the few tapes, the movies that we didn't have, picked them up cheap, and then the few tapes for like purely nostalgia. These are my all-time favorites, but it's grown to a massive collection, and a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them, that's where they are. They're stuck on VHS. See, VHS is about vintage tapes and older masters. I don't understand the new VHS being made. Yeah, I don't buy any of the new VHS, but I did buy Terrifier 2 because my thought was I didn't like the Terrifier films, and it wasn't because I was, turned off. Like I don't like torture porn. Like that's not kind of for me, but I wanted to see if it was because it was in 4K. The 4K that was shot digitally, shot new in 4K, it looked incredible, but it felt like it was real. Like I felt like I was watching some real stuff. It didn't feel fun. Like it didn't feel like when I'm watching Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street. It didn't have that filmic feel. It felt like I was watching something somebody shot on a phone, and it was gross. And so I got Terrifier 2, and I watched it, and I was like, I don't love this stuff. And so I got rid of both of those. And somebody's like, no, you got to check out they were getting a VHS. So I only have the new Terrifier 2 VHS, and it was because it looks better and it looks more appealing watching it on my older TV and watching that. And so I enjoy it more, but it's still not my favorite. And that's the one I kept. But other than that, like I have not bought any new VHS, and I don't think I would at all. I think it's cool that it's a hobby for some people if it's one of their favorite films and doing that retro thing. There's a few people that do it online, and they do great jobs with the box art and all that stuff. But I agree. It's about the old masters, the old stuff. For me, the trailers that are on, that's a huge thing. Popping in an old tape and watching the trailers before the movie, and then writing down a whole list of movies that I want to watch now because of that. You're not going to really get that in the modern way. Sure, you could probably record some trailers off of YouTube and throw it on there, but now you're just kind of Frankensteining your own creation, and it's not the same. So I get it. Yeah. Though I almost bought the new Alien movie, then I saw the price. Yeah, I wasn't going to get that either, but yeah. I'm just a new VHS is not for me. And even when they're like some of the older movies that have been put out on VHS before, when they're getting a new Blu-ray, and then people are doing like the VHS for the new thing, I'm like, but that has a VHS, and then it becomes weird. I don't like it. I don't know, and it's just me. I don't know. It's not for me. I get it. It's like I said, and I'm not going to get rid of my Terrifier 2, but that's the only one I have. But it just makes sense because I enjoy the film better that way. Let's see, what do we got? DVD extra material. Some extra material is difficult to find. Claymation, Reservoir Dogs. Stuck in the Middle with You. Yeah, I have tons of those DVDs, and that's the thing is, so like my VHS collection is because of this is growing now. Like I always had the VHS since 2016. I've showed off the collection. I've curated a lot of this stuff, but now I'm like really focused on stuff for the video series, but then more of the cult films and stuff that I was watching back then, as opposed to just having a copy of Indiana Jones because I love it. Like I'm trying to get more of those like things that not everybody has, or maybe it doesn't even have a Blu-ray or a DVD. But then most of my DVD collection is stuck on DVD only, and the few that aren't, they have more or better features that never got put anywhere else. Like License to Drive is my favorite example. Love the film. I have the Blu-ray, and I didn't get the Blu-ray day one, so I did pay a little bit more for it, and it sucked. But there's like one special feature and the trailer, and then the DVD is a a whole list full of special features. And I think that even what's on the Blu-ray might not even be on the DVD. So it's weird, but yeah, definitely, for sure. And if you can't watch a movie on DVD in 2026, then you don't really like the movie. People act like DVD quality is AOL dial-up equivalent to the movie doesn't change. 100%. Like I said, there's only 2 movies that come to mind, and the one I think is like a weird rip off of like a VHS. It's like it's rough to watch. I was able to get through it watching it up here, but watching it downstairs, horrible. And then Son-in-Law is the only one where I'm like, man, this could use a nice restoration, but not at a point where I'm like, I'm not still watching it, and I didn't get rid of it. I still watch it every year and enjoy it, but I don't watch it as often on my 4K TV, but I have that. Like, not everybody has it. Some people just have one TV, and that's fine. But yeah, DVD is completely watchable, and the ones that say it's not, I don't really get it unless you have like like 100-inch screen and you're sitting super close to it, and there's that. But even then, like I watched something the other day. I texted TJ about it. I know I did. Because I was watching something and I was impressed, because sitting in my living room, I sit about 8 feet away, but my living room, I live in an open, it's an open concept floor plan downstairs. So from my dining room table, which is 25 feet away from the TV, DVDs look impressive 25 feet away. So I get not everyone's going to be sitting that distance away, but sitting at the dining room table, it's impressive. Then going to the living room, it's still good. And yeah, the ones that say it's unwatchable, I don't know. Because like my worst DVD, Son-in-Law, it's still enjoyable because you said the movie did not change. A good master DVD looks better than early YouTube and better than compressed SD streaming. Oh, fact, I don't have it on display, but that time period when that VHS of Nightmare on Elm Street came out, the DVDs that I have, they were digitally remastered, and so those tapes might have been too. They were digitally remastered, and those DVDs look great. Now, I don't have the rest of the 4Ks, but my 4K of A Nightmare on Elm Street is incredible, but those DVDs look really, really good. And so yeah, proper HD masters, a DVD, and yeah, you're 100% right. Anything streaming doesn't even come close. Depends. A 4:3 DVD from 1996 versus a DVD from today. Big difference. I'm not arguing that. But it's still watchable. Like that's the thing. It is still watchable. I love all the Mission Impossibles. Mission Impossible Fallout is my favorite. That's the one I still got to watch, Mark. I still got to watch that one. Go video VHS to DVD copier. Connect the video through a 75 ohm transformer to another DVD recorder. Copyright protection bypass. Old Blockbuster rental trick circa 2000. Yeah, I've been thinking about, like, I'm not necessarily doing that, but I have been thinking about getting a DVD recorder, because I remember we used to sell them. I had one at one point. I haven't had one in forever, and I was like, man, because like when I had it, like I technically didn't have it. My father-in-law had it at the time, and so like I had access to it. But he was huge onto getting the Netflix movies. So he would do the Netflix mail thing, and then he would rip it to his computer, and he was constantly just burning discs back then, just burning DVDs. And then he had the burner or the DVD recorder, and then he had it constantly hooked up to record shows and movies off TV. And I was just like, I stopped doing that after the VHS, but I had access to it, and it was fun enough. But there was hardly anything I wanted to go back. And something about it though felt different. Like now on the computer I can make, and I did a video on doing the custom covers, but you can make your own, if you know how, just a little bit of knowledge, you can get a movie, you can put it on a disc, you can make your own bootlegs. And today you can make a bootleg so much better than we used to be able to do. So yeah, there's that, but then that becomes another hobby in itself. Do you have any favorite Curtis Hanson movie? Probably not. Probably not. Let me see. Let me double check. Let's see. Curtis Hanson. Well, LA Confidential, easy. Hand the Rocks Cradle, great. Wonder Boy's good. 8 Mile, great. LA Confidential is probably one of my favorites. River Wild's a good one. And I'm not a huge Meryl Streep person. So I have River Wild and I have Death Becomes Her. So like those are the only two Meryl Streep movies that I know off the top of my head that I own. I've never been a huge Meryl Streep person, but the River Wild I think is pretty good. And then, yeah, LA Confidential is probably all-time favorite. I don't even own Hand that Rocks Cradle, but I love that film. Losing It. Losing It's a good film. I just picked that up not too long ago on Blu-ray. Yeah, Losing It's good, but it's probably not it doesn't make my all-time favorite. I just like the film. Yeah, those are the ones. LA Confidential has to be the favorite. It's a phenomenal film. Absolutely love that one. Late era Korean VHS of certain films I do find interesting for films not released here. Some are pan and scan, and they'll have burned in Korean subs. They had a pan and scan Crystal Skull, like the VCD. Yeah, I was like, and sometimes though, like that's the only way you can watch it. That's the only way you can watch it. Like it's not my favorite, but I would. And I have TJ sent me when he was in Japan. He sent me a bunch of those laser discs that are in Japanese, and they have the burned in subtitles. You can't turn it off, and it's fine. The VHS I have of Leon has burned in subtitles in Japanese, and it's fine. Obviously, I have a million ways to watch that film, but I watched it, and very quickly did I just kind of, my brain shut it off and just enjoyed the film. But yeah, so the burned in sub. So sometimes I get it, but sometimes it's the only way you can watch it for sure. 100% agree about Lionsgate Limited VHS releases. It doesn't make sense to me. Terrifier is different because it's a new movie that never made the format. But movies like Leprechaun make no sense to me. Yeah, that's the one. I forgot about it when we were talking about it. But that's the one I'm angry about it. Like, it's fine. Like, me being angry about it's like stupid. But like, it's dumb. Like, if you really want the VHS, get the VHS. It's just a cash grab at that point. They're hitting nostalgia. They're hitting, people in the wallet. It's kind of expensive, I think. And the thing is, the VHS exists, and even though I love Leprechaun, it doesn't seem to be a fan favorite because people complain about it when I talk about it sometimes. And then the VHS, I didn't think was a crazy expensive price, and I've seen it. I have a copy, and I found my copy for 50 cents, but I've seen it on eBay and didn't think it was a crazy expensive price. Now there might be now, but when I was looking for it before, I didn't think it was bad. So yeah, that's a weird one, I think. Yeah, anything that lived in the video rental store era that has a VHS now, I think is silly. And it's just a cash grab. I get it. I get why they're doing it, but I'm not going to be buying those. And I love Leprechaun, and I want the 4K, but I don't think I want that Steelbook. I love the original cover, and I'm glad they're doing something different. I'm glad they're putting out a Steelbook for those collectors, but that's one of those ones where I'm like, I hope to God somebody else gets the rights because I really want that film on 4K. But I'll also be fine. I have the Blu-ray. I'll be fine. I have the VHS. I'll be fine. She wears Prada. The Devil Wears Prada. I don't have. If you're talking about Meryl Streep, I don't have The Devil Wears Prada. But yeah, she's there. The Gods Must Be Crazy. That's a good one. That's a good one. I don't have that one. I should add that one soon. Yeah, Star Wars Japanese Laserdisc, Star Trek. Well, most of them have English audio, burned in subs. Problem. No hotties to English. No Klingon. Yeah, that's a problem. But I'm good. I'm good. I don't need that stuff. And I'm not, I'm not a big Star Trek guy. But yeah, the Star Wars stuff, I have it. And they are the Japanese versions. And they're watchable. They're totally watchable. But the burned in stuff, it would not be my preferred way to watch it all the time, but it's fine. And some of those ones I have are specifically because they're collector pieces and, another version of a movie I love. Pumping Iron. Pumping Iron's a good one. Oh man, I'm going to add that one actually. I'm going to add that one soon. Does it have a Blu-ray? Well, I'll just rewatch this later and then I'll write it down because I don't have anything to write down. I don't want to mess with my phone. Huge respect for the Chase cover behind you. Love that movie. Have the VHS and DVD. It is a fantastic film, and I found that. So what I would so I wanted that movie for a while. I've been looking for it forever. I was trying to find it. I couldn't find it, and I finally pulled the trigger. I got the Laserdisc on eBay. And it wasn't super cheap, but it wasn't crazy expensive. So it was like in that middle ground where like I reluctantly pulled the trigger, but I was fine. I put a bid in, the guy took the bid, I got the thing. And then it was in the mail, like coming to me. And then we just happened to go to a local store that sold used movies that I did not know existed, or I would have waited. They had a whole Laserdisc section. And what did I find? Found the Chase for $10. So I bought it. So now I bought it twice. And then I'm going to give it to my my friend TJ, who's also a Laserdisc collector. And he got me into Laserdiscs and sent me a ton. So I'm going to send him the second copy of the Chase. But I do love that film. I haven't found the VHS or the DVD. And it doesn't have a Blu-ray. So that would be a day one pickup. But I love that film. And if you guys have not seen the film, the Chase is fantastic. Yeah, got that. And then we're going to wrap this up. But before we do, we are going to do a giveaway. So let me see if I can't make this smaller. And let's see. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see. Add this in. And so let's see. So fourth wall, it works just like the Patreon thing. I don't do the Patreon, but I do fourth wall. It's where all the merch comes from. Anything I'm wearing comes from there. But there's also memberships just like Patreon. But over here is where we are going to, I'm going to show off this. So here is the new designs and the things we're going to be giving away today. So every month if you're new here, every month we give away a shirt and a mug. And then because it's my birthday month, we are giving away a premium hoodie and all new designs. So if you have won something this year, obviously we just won't do that. But everybody's in the drawing for the premium shirt, unless you're a content creator. And because that was a problem before, like the other YouTubers were winning all the time. And so if you are and you want something, let me know. We'll talk about it. But anybody else, if you want something, let me know. We're going to start off with the premium hoodie, and I'll pick the name picker. But I'll show you what we're offering today. And if you don't want anything, obviously you don't have to have anything. Let's see, share. But here is the fourth wall site. I will drop that link. There's that. Copy. There's this. All right, so these are the new shirts. So we have the Be Kind Rewind. This is for the video store series that I'm doing. I was going to get this for myself and wear them in the episode. So it's Late Fees and Late Nights, Be Kind Rewind, and there's multiple colors. So that's the premium hoodie that we're going to be giving away today. And this is the home video, 80s made, a real home video hero. So this is the play off the G.I. Joe thing, and it's, you know, I like it. But my friend, you know, he's an artist. He was like pitching me some ideas. He kept saying this one, and I was like, nah, it's kind of silly. But now I want the shirt. It's spring. I was getting a bunch more T-shirts, and so I made the shirt, and it comes in green and blue and black. I know Blue Corner always likes black, I think. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I feel that he's like a black T-shirt guy. And so yeah, so there's that. You get the different colors. 80s made, a real home video hero, because we've been calling it physical media for so long now, and that's the thing. Like, you get like, if I said home video, nobody knew what I was talking about, I guess. But it was always called home video, and it was part of physical media. Books, newspaper, like all that stuff is physical media. But now if you say it, everyone just thinks it's movies. And so, yeah. So we're going to be doing those shirts, and I ordered those myself. So we're going to be giving that away. And then the new mug. So this is the old mug. So this one's still available. If you want this one, let me know if you win a mug today. But if not, we're going to be giving away the new mug. And let me go back. This is the new mug. So we've already given a couple of these away. And then, you know, just like I said, the community tab here is a post. Let's see. I'm going to get rid of that. Yeah. That one's like eating up my computer resources. So anyway, yes, I feel you are. Blue Corner, too depressed to like anything colorful. I figured, brother. I figured. So I made you a shirt special. So maybe you'll get something. But yeah, so definitely going to set this up. We're going to do the name picker. Let me know right now. We're just going to do the hoodie, and then with that, if you win, DM me through Twitter. If you are a Fourth Wall member, obviously you can DM me there. And then email is like the best thing. And then don't give me your contact information. Like people, I say it every time, but then people still give me like their full name and address and all that stuff. You just let me know that you won, and then I will give you a link, and it just takes you to the store. You claim your prize, you fill out your information there. So then we don't really exchange information, and then you get your stuff. So it's easy to go. And yeah, let's do this. Let me get the name picker pulled up. And then maybe not today. Like if you get a hold of me, you know, if you win, maybe not today, but this weekend I'll be getting those out, because like I said, right after this, we got kind of a busy day. But I will not forget, because like sometimes people hit me up and then they'll email me, and I'm not, you know, I totally get it. I'm horrible with emails, so I get it. But sometimes they'll email me, but then they'll find me on Twitter, and then they'll post. And then if I, like on Twitter, you can't send me a message until I follow you back. And so there's that. So then I'll get like a bunch of messages, and it ends up being from the same person. So bear with me. If you win, message me in one of those places, and I will get it to you, and we'll get it squared away. All right, see, what is it? Oh, close this out. So this is name picker. Name picker. Is that the one we do? Wheel of names. There it is. Okay. All right, what do we got? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Ghost. Oh, I like Ghost. That's a good one. I got Ghost on the McDonald's VHS tape. If I'm eligible, yes, please. Yes. What did you win? Did you win? What'd you win? So like, I think you just won a shirt before, but everybody's eligible for the hoodie right now. So then, TJ, Andy, all right. Share this page. Okay. We got that. corner. And Brian, let's go. Let's go. What's up, brother? And Andy Morgan sweatshirts. All right, so just three entries for the sweatshirt, the hoodie. Or was that let's go? Was that one too? Let me know. Right now we got three entries for the hoodie, and then we'll do the shirt and the mug right after that. Ooh, okay, and then let's see. Okay. All right. So four entries for the hoodie, and let's hit this up. Oh, there you go. Congratulations. Okay. All right. And then, all right, congratulations on winning. And like I said, just hit me up through one of those places, and then I'll get to you, and I'll get you the link, and then you just click the link, you claim your prize, you're good to go. And yeah, you pick your size, and then if there's different colors, you get to pick the different colors. You get to do it all. So there's that. And then, oh, Arthur, I didn't see you. It came in last. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. Sorry, brother. We'll get you in now, though. Let's see. What we got? All right, so add me for today's live cast, brother. Have a happy birthday month. Nice, nice. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. What we'll do, see, we'll add, let's see, Mark, and Arthur. Let's see. I think that's it. And then, let's see. Andy won a shirt before. Take Andy out for the shirt. Or we can put Andy back in for the cup and the mug, right? Let me know if I'm wrong on that. I'm pretty sure you won the shirt last time, Andy. All right. So what we'll do is, yeah. And if anybody else, I'll give it a second because I guess I jumped the gun. It looks like I'm like closer to a minute behind on you guys. So yeah, if this is for the shirt, and it's the Home Video Hero shirt. I pulled that up earlier, and then there's a link. I pinned a link there, so if it's in there. So I put a link there. If you want to check it out before you say yes, it is still there. It's a Home Video Hero, and we're going to be giving away that shirt right now. Yes, won a shirt, all good. Yeah, so I'll put you back in for the mug right after this. There's that. But so far, unless there's anybody else, I got 4 people here: Mark, Arthur, Blue Corner, and TJ for a shirt. Unless you don't want a shirt, I'll take it out. All right. And Mark. All right, and congratulations, Mark. So you want a shirt? Message me and I'll just message you. I got your information. I'll send you the link, brother. And then yeah, congratulations, brother. Congratulations. And then for the mug now, I don't know. I don't remember everybody who won a mug. So if you won a mug and you're still around, and you didn't win anything today, we'll put Andy back in. I know Andy didn't win a mug. Oh, did I get that right? Yeah, Andy. All right. Oh, Video Pro. Video Pro could use a mug. Of course you can. Let's see. Let's see. 80s, quick recommend from me, Ad Astra. That's one that's been on my radar for a little while. I haven't watched it yet, and I don't own it. I don't think. Let me double check. Wait, maybe I have. Okay, hold on. I might have. Is that the one with Brad Pitt? Let's see. Let's see, man, Brad Pitt. Let's see. So if I have seen it, I haven't seen it in a while. Let's see, Ad. I don't have it. But I think it's the one with Brad Pitt. Yeah, Ad Astra. Okay, I haven't seen it. I actually haven't seen this one. I knew about it, but yeah, I haven't seen it. I'll check it out. You recommend it? You want for the video stores, or not the video store series, the you picked it? Yeah, I'll add that in because I just haven't seen it. So yeah, I'll check it out for sure. Yeah, Brad Pitt, Tommy Lee Jones. Oh, you already said it. I didn't have to think about it. Tommy Lee Jones, and thanks for the stream. Yeah, thanks, brother. Yeah, thank you for hanging out. And Blue Corner got both mugs. All right. Well, yeah, well, take out. Let's see. Boom. Oh, that's right. The whole nepotism thing. Yeah, that's right. It was rigged and you got a mug early. I see how it happened. That's right. Okay, so yeah, we got that. And so yeah, this is for the mugs, and you can there's the old mug and the new mug. So this is the old mug, and we can send you over that one. So just let me know which one you want, but I think we're going to be sending over the new mugs unless you say something. All right, so we get that. This is who I have in here for this, and yeah. Yeah, so now you just need a shirt now, brother. You need a shirt. And all right. All right, Video Pro, you got the mug. Yeah. Yeah, congratulations, brother. And just let me know which one you want. I got both designs there, but yeah, I'll send you over, brother. I'll get you the link. Probably not. I'll get back to you. I mean, I just know that today's gonna be a little busy, so definitely this weekend I will get this stuff out. But yeah, super awesome, everybody. Congratulations, everybody that won. And before I wrap this up, tomorrow we're doing the Fourth Wall member Zoom call. So if you want to be part of that, once a month I do something like this, but it's not live. We hang out, and it's just like a video store chat, movie chat, like talk about that stuff. And I usually try to go for about an hour, but almost always it goes a lot longer. And so if I'm the host, so I'll be there till it ends. But if you can only stay for a little bit of time, stay however long as you need. And I've been doing it every month once a month for a couple months now, and it's one of my favorite things to do because it's not live and it's part of the inner circle. So yeah, we're doing that tomorrow, 8 o'clock Mountain Time, and I think that's it. With that, remember to watch a movie today, and I'll catch you guys next time.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Oh, don't give me a cat. That's fine.